Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Fight Pack Media, home of the hardcores. And we're here for that exclusive elite boxing fight predictions, reviews, reactions, all of that good stuff. And hopefully, as the channel grows, we'll be getting those interviews and footage exclusively live from fights, press conferences, weigh-ins, etc. Now, the fight we're previewing today is Callum Smith versus Ndam. Callum Smith, 25-0, 18 KOs, WBA champion, Ring Magazine champion. He basically looking like the number one guy at 168. We have Ndam, who he ain't no walk in the park, but he ain't no world beat at the same time. He does have good wins, but most of his good wins are at 160. Examples of this are Kurt Tietze, Curtis Stevenson, and Murata. Nah. He did have a good win over Martin Murray also, I like to remember. But Martin Murray, I'll say he's over the hill, to be honest, at this stage in his career. And it shouldn't be taken too much into consideration when it comes to this preview. Callum Smith will be making his first defense of this new title. And it's a shocker because he ain't fought since 2018, but he's had a child and he's had time off, so we understand. And it's good to see him back on the horse. He'll be fighting on the AJ undercard. And let's get into this fight. Stylistically, I ain't gonna lie, I expect Ndam to trouble Callum Smith. I know you guys are thinking, what's going on? But Ndam fights quite a negative style. He likes to circle the ring, backing up, drawing his opponents onto shots. So I expect him to be on his bike throughout the whole fight, which will make it a bit difficult. He's got a decent double jab, but he doesn't stick to it. He hits it and he uses it to escape. He likes to circle to the left. And whenever someone comes into him, very aggressive and pushing the pace, he likes to meet them with hooks. Usually combination, double up, 2s and 3s. Right hook or uppercut, lead. But I don't think that's going to help him, to be honest. I think the more he gets aggressive, the more it works against his favour. I believe Callum is going to be too big, too strong, and too skilled, I believe. He will, if you notice in Callum's fights, I'll give you an example. Eric Skoglund, he was getting outworked, but he's so durable and tough, and he counters very well. So when you land, he counters. It's like you don't hurt it. Like you hit him with a straight, he's going to counter you hard, and you better get out of there. Example of this is George Groves. George Groves hit him with a right hand, straight right hand. Callum, as soon as he got hit or felt the punch oncoming, loaded a powerful left hook, hit George Groves in the temple, had him reeling backwards, and then shortly after cleaned him all the way out. Like ripped his guts out with that body shot, and that was the end of George Groves. Enjoy retirement, mate. Nah. In this fight, I see it finishing the same way, to be honest. I see Ndam jabbing, being a bit elusive for the first couple rounds. But as soon as it gets a bit heated and he starts throwing hooks, I see Callum countering those hooks with hooks of his own. And he is a big puncher. People like to say he's not. He's a big puncher, especially if he can counter very well. Ndam, at 160, did show signs of even though he's only been stopped once and that was a retirement, it's like I've seen him get wobbled quite a few times and hurt. Like, example of this is the David Lemieux fight. He made it to the final bell, but David Lemieux, I'm sure, dropped him at least 4 times in that fight. Maybe more, 4 times, 3 or 4 times with left hooks mainly, left and right hooks. So that's not a good sign. It can be said though that was at 160. Maybe the added freedom of not having to cut as much weight makes Ndam a tougher opponent. Beyond that, I don't see any resistance. I just see trickiness from Ndam. I don't see a way where he can hurt Callum Smith. I don't see him trying to fight that fight where he stays in the pocket and trades off with him. I see Callum keeping it long, and as soon as he feels any hooks or anything solid, he's going to counter hard. And Ndam better pray he gets out of the way. I already said before, Ndam likes to circle to the left, so that kind of helps him a little bit. He's circling out away from Callum's left hand. However, it is very predictable, and I'm imagining Indam getting trapped at one point in the ropes and Callum teeing off on him. My prediction for this fight, it ain't gonna take no genius, but I got Callum Smith for the win by stoppage, most likely in the later rounds. I would say in the second half of the fight, not even the second half of the fight, he's gonna get this guy, probably get him out of there. It is to be said though, Callum's a big boy at 168. And that weight cut, I don't know how easy it is. I don't know. So hopefully the time he took off and the weight cut ain't going to affect him too much, because I would like to see him mix him up with the other boys in the 168, with the other champions, get some unifications. Him versus Billy Joe, him versus Caleb Plant, him versus Benavidez. Who else is at 168? And Darrell, the WC champion. Any one of those guys, I would like to see him fight them for a unification fight, because I believe he is probably the top number 1 or 2 at the division. And that's it. You know the usual. Like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Furthermore, join the fight pack. You do that by liking, subscribing, all of that. And keep up to date with these predictions. As time goes on, you'll see that we got probably the best predictions online, reviews, reactions, and for true fight fans, for hardcore boxing fans. We'll be covering more fights this weekend, so stay locked in. It's me, Elms the Wolf, signing out. Hope you enjoyed this clip.